It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Second and 14. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Out of the gun now on third down.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
To throw from his end zone. Bryant. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Bryant. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bryant. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't put this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
19, 5 here. 60 process. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, pass.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And Graham on the ground. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Bryant. He'll buy some time right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bryant. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 9 now. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They run again with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job
and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Bryant
setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Bryant, and he's got his target, Harris. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This one taken just inside the 10.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Bryant. It's brought in by Harris. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check contact, check contact.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
.42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bryant going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off play action. Bryant. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! Warrior 70!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
18, pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now. Check pass, check pass.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath and you're...
Touchdown! Darren Waller from 6 yards away.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Bryant. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 83 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On fourth down, Bryant. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.